What's going on, young lords? It's Salvaje. So I'm back with another Save the World in-depth weapon review, and I haven't reviewed the past two weapons that we've got in the shop. I apologize, but I am going to be reviewing, of course, the V6 rocket launcher. As you guys know, with my weapon reviews, I just get straight to the point, always. And I just want to point out, yes, get this rocket. This is an absolute must-have, and this is one of the best rockets in Fortnite Save the World at the moment. So you definitely want to make sure that you grind the gold and you get your hands on it. So why is that? Well, first of all, let's start off with the fire rate. This thing's fire rate is actually really good. And not only is the fire rate good, but the damage that it provides is actually pretty decent as well. Something that the cannonade was not able to do is provide high burst amounts of damage, but this launcher is able to do that really well. And it has 6 bullets in the magazine, I guess, as well, which also makes it really reliable. I think the cannonade had 8. And I definitely think that this thing is going to be able to do more damage than the cannonade, if of course you have loadouts that kind of cater to both of these launchers. But don't quote me on that, of course, because I'm not the type of person that tests out 2 weapons. It's just not my style. But the point is, throughout my time using this launcher, I thought that I was getting sort of like the bang for my buck when it came down to damage, and I was also getting the bang for my buck when it came down to crowd control, which is mostly kind of what you want with these types of rocket launchers. If you have this thing like fully legendary, perked up, like fully maxed out, you're also going to be able to be dishing out massive amounts of damage. I didn't review the weapon with full legendary perks, just because, let's face it, who wants to grind for 7 hours to be able to put a weapon to full legendary perks? Definitely not me. But I do think that this thing is going to be able to be very powerful, because when I was testing it at the higher levels of play against like level 100 plus Husk, it was actually doing really well. I also saw A1 get this money's video on this thing where he played with a weapon with full legendary perks, and it definitely seemed like it was really powerful. When it comes down to recommended perks, critical rating, critical damage is actually not really a bad idea. You're going to be, because the thing is, you're going to be shooting your rockets like really fast, which means that out of the 6 rockets that you have, let's say that 3 of them or 2 of them are like critical damage rockets, you're going to be able to get a lot of value out of that. And I definitely think you need a reload speed on this thing, like 100%. The reload speed of the launcher isn't really that bad, and when I was first testing out this launcher with high level Husk, like 100 plus level Husk, I found that with the base perks that this thing came with, yeah, it actually wasn't that bad, and it was doing a pretty decent job. So that's all I'm gonna say, guys. Overall, it's a great launcher. You know, you need to get your hands on it. It's really effective at crowd control and really effective at doing a lot of damage. It's kind of like a perfect mix between the cannonade and the Santa's Little Helper, which is definitely something that we absolutely needed in Fortnite Save the World. Sometimes you want to take care of a smasher really quickly, or a husky Husk, or sometimes you just want to do really fast crowd control without having to rely on having a loadout that is going to be fully catering to your cannonade. Well, guess what? You can just whip out the V6 rocket launcher and just you know, bring out a lot of damage. I was playing on a match, you know, I bought a lot of flex tape and flex glue. I gave it to all the Husk. The Husk were getting obliterated. Okay, so when it comes down to the star rating, 5 out of 5 stars. And okay, I was gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars because this is a weapon that kind of doesn't really have one job that it specializes on, and it's supposed to do 100%. This thing is really good for crowd control, but this thing also does a lot of damage, but it doesn't do both of those things very well. Like the Santa's Little Helper, amazing damage source. The Noble launcher, best crowd control launcher still to this day in the game. V6, kind of like the baby of the Santa's Little Helper and the Noble launcher, but I'm still going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars because it definitely does the job that it's supposed to do really well, and it does it consistently, and it's definitely a weapon that you absolutely want to get your hands on. So if you guys enjoyed the review, feel free to drop it a like and be on the lookout for some more Save the World projects that I got dropping this month, and peace out.